Good afternoon. My name is June Traicoff, and I'm the parent of two wonderful Rosa Parks Middle School students. Today, I request 4 actions by the Board of Education to help families in hybrid and virtual learning. First, some background. I have a PhD in molecular biology and microbiology and 30 years of experience in biomedical research and management, including COVID-19 clinical trials. This doesn't make me a world expert or smarter than any other parent, but it gives me perspective on how science works. Scientists gather data, see where it leads, and with more data, experts in the field come to a consensus. And we're seeing more and more of a consensus about COVID-19, including the safety of in-person school settings and a playbook for it. Action 1, state that eradication of COVID-19 is not a requirement to reopen schools. There's a perception in the community that there must be 0 cases of COVID-19 for students to return to school. Smallpox is the only viral disease that has been eradicated. COVID-19 is among us and with us to stay for our children and future grandchildren. Numerous medical experts stated that closures were never about getting to 0 cases. They were about slowing the spread to protect our heroic healthcare workers and first responders and keep the healthcare system running for all patients. Please correct this misconception. Also, families need to hear from the BOE at what point it will be deemed safe enough to have our children in school full-time, since it's not 0 cases. Action 2, require MCPS to explain why their thresholds that trigger in-person learning differ from the scientific consensus. MCPS thresholds are outliers compared to the state, surrounding districts, Dr. Fauci, and the CDC. Fewer than 5 cases per 100,000 to trigger partial in-person learning is far more stringent than the standard 10 to 15. And it is likely not attainable even after a vaccine is widely available. Moving forward, MCPS may follow other districts like New York City and stop using thresholds based on community spread, since we know transmission rates in schools look far different than the community. We see that a case that gets into a school doesn't spread further because of all the precautions. But a case that gets into the home of family and friends often does spread further, as people understandably let down their guards. We don't expect the BOE to be public health experts, but we do expect you to question statements that are not aligned with common practices and verify the explanations with outside experts. We are blessed to live in Montgomery County and have NIH and the world's expert Dr. Fauci down the road, as well as experts at Walter Reed, Naval Medical, USHIS, FDA, and industry. Ask them for guidance. Action 3, direct MCPS to revise the middle school schedule. We know teachers have done all they can and made virtual learning as good as it will get. But middle school students need more frequent instruction and smaller time blocks. They are not college students and not high school students. I'm asking for 8 30-minute periods a day instead of 4 60-minute periods as a first step. Action 4, direct MCPS to simplify and standardize Canvas and Synergy. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just fully activate and appropriately and consistently use the existing features of the systems to minimize unnecessary work for families and teachers. Fully utilize Canvas for work in progress and open period grades, and then make Synergy the system of record for final grades. Thank you for this opportunity.